Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we're having a look at yet another wonderful mod, this time in the form of Globulizing Nucleator, which is being made by user El Polo Azul, and what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is something that has been severely lacking in Fallout, and that is a bubble gun. Yes, you heard me right, folks, a freaking bubble gun. You pull the trigger, bubbles come out, and when they hit people, hilarity ensues. Yes, this is one of those kind of wacky, off-the-wall, crazy mods that I saw on the Nexus. It made me laugh, and so here we are doing a video. And I've been having a heck of a lot of fun with this gun so far, as well as 3 other sort of random, wacky guns that also come with this mod, which of course we'll talk about momentarily, but they're sort of just side features. The main focus is, of course, on the bubble gun, and how you get your hands on it is, well, why we're here in Diamond City. You need to go down this back alley here to the Diamond City warehouse, and that is where you will find the Globulizing Nucleator, as well as the 3 other weapons added in, which, if we just go inside and turn here to these boxes, here they are. Now, you'll notice that the actual Globulizing Nucleator looks really messed up right here. As you can see, it's all sort of broken and apart. That seems to be just a glitch when it's out in the world. When you actually have it in your hands, it looks fine. So we will go ahead and pick that up, and there we are, the Globulizing Nucleator, which apparently is made with a lot of Vault-Tec parts. Look at that. That is entertaining. And you can see here it has a firing rate of 90, range of 345, accuracy of 69, weight of 5.8, and no modifications. And you can also not put any modifications on this or any of the other 3 guns added in by this mod. All of them just are as they are. So you can't add any additional things, which, frankly, considering how some of them are a bit OP, you're probably a good thing. So let us go and take that. The next weapon we have, oh god, is the pepper gun. Now again, the main focus is on the bubble gun in this mod, but these other 3 guns are just sort of extras that are hilarious. And the pepper gun, well, what this one is, as you can see, be very, very careful when you sneeze. This thing basically fires cluster bombs via shotgun shells. If you shoot straight at someone in front of you, you'll probably kill yourself. You need to arc this thing like a mortar, and then it cluster bombs everything. It's kind of fun. The next gun we have is the Z gun, which is a gun that makes people fall asleep. It used 10mm rounds. Useful if you want to break into some place and steal everything in the building. And finally, we have the K-19 Cherenkov, which is an interesting gun, which, as you can see up here, there goes the neighborhood. When you fire this thing, it creates a giant area of effect lighting thing that basically looks horrifying, dear lord, but it basically kills anyone inside of that lighting effect if they don't get out soon enough. So there we go, let's pick those up and head back outside to test these out. Now, of course, we're going to look at the bubble gun first, as that is the key thing for this mod. It is, after all, called Globulizing Nucleator. And there we go, a lovely gun, which if we go to where everyone else is and just pull this baby out, there we go. You can hear the bubbling sound as we are holding it in our hands, and of course, when we shoot it, we get more bubble sounds, demonstrating now. There we are, and look at all those beautiful bubbles just float away. Now you'll notice this thing uses no ammo whatsoever, so you can just fire this thing to your heart's content, but I will say, right now, don't hold down the trigger for too long, because, dear god, it will cause some lag on your game. Your frames will drop, because, well, each one of those bubbles is essentially a particle effect. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, whenever these bubbles hit something, they do kind of explode, but it doesn't do any damage. So there we go, we get the little particle effect of water hitting and a nice little lighting effect, but what is key is when one of these bubbles hit people. So let's go after Colette here, who is always asking me questions, and just shoot her with a couple of bubbles. And there we go, she gets engulfed by one, it takes her way up into the air, kinda glitchily, and then it pops, and now she's dead. When we get experience for it, and yet no one here hates us. Everyone is perfectly okay with Colette being killed by a bubble. Same with this synth. If we do that to him, there we go. The bubble is formed, and away he goes. And guys, I've literally been sitting here for a half hour just covering people in bubbles and watching them fall. It's weird, but it's entertaining as hell. I went to a raider base earlier and basically killed probably about 20 raiders with bubbles. And that is just weird. But you know what? It's just entertaining, and that is alright. So the next weapon we'll look at is the K-19 Cherenkov. Oh boy, as I said, this one creates an interesting area of effect thing. Actually, well, no, yeah, we'll show it off now because we can thankfully turn off the area of effect. So if we just shoot it, somewhere where we're not going to kill off everyone because, well, I need people, we'll shoot it right here. Oh, yes, I forgot. I actually need to arm this one because it actually does use energy cell ammo. And boom! There you go. You see we have this odd lighting effect, which is strange. It lights up everything blue and outlines other things. Like you can kind of see here, depending on our angle, we get this pixelated blue light. And everyone inside of this blue light area, which is extending, wow, apparently all the way out there where those guys are, well, they start to die, like him. As long as, of course, they stay inside of the light. Now, if they walk in and out, well, they'll probably be safe for at least a little while, but overall, yeah, it's not going to be good for them. But what it does is it actually spawns this thing right here, the Area Denial Neutron Dispersor, and thankfully, we can dismantle it at any time. So if we don't feel like killing everyone in town, which we seem to have killed half the people in town, then we can just dismantle that and we're good to go. And yeah, you just shoot this thing in wherever it teleports in, creates the weird lighting effect, which causes some odd glitches, as you can see here. We get odd pixelation around certain things, like the robot over there. But yes, once you're done, just turn it off and you are good to go. Now the next gun we'll do is the ZZZ gun, and this makes people go to sleep. Where's someone that's not dead yet? We can go for her. There we go, just shoot her. And momentarily, there we go, she is now asleep. And that is what this gun does. And as you can see there, it does just have one bullet at a time, and it kind of has a long reload speed, so it is a little bit annoying if you got a lot of people you gotta shoot with this. But it is very useful if you need to get inside of a building to steal stuff, because, well, you can just make everyone go to sleep and then steal to your heart's content. Why did he not go to sleep? There he goes, there he goes. Excellent. Can a synth sleep? Okay, it'd help if we actually hit him. There we go, that hit him. Ah, excellent. I like how they kind of pop up and flail a little bit. That is entertaining. And of course, finally, we have, oh boy, the gun that I've killed myself with several times now, the pepper gun. And yeah, we're gonna back up. We're gonna back up real far, and I believe I have God mode turned on, so we should be okay here. But if we aim this baby up into the sky and fire, there's the oh yeah, everyone hates me now. There's the explosives. And that is what is so fun about this particular gun. You just fire it up into the air. Its range is not exactly good, and if we shoot at this eyebot, say, in front of us, well, normally we would die, but of course I have God mode on. But yes, it's basically a giant cluster bomb, and this thing will also kill your frames. For instance, if I fire a couple rounds, because it is surprisingly fast, and yep, I just lost 10 frames doing that. If you fire more, it just keeps getting lower and lower. But it is just hilarious seeing those little cluster bombs just fall around everywhere, because, you know, it's just interesting, not something you normally have in the game. So being able to do that and just cluster bomb the crap out of an area is pretty entertaining. But of course, let us get back to the Globulizing Nucleator and finish everyone else off with bubbles. Eat bubbles, security guard. If I could hit you. There we go. We got a couple of them. Haha, and into the sky they go. So let's get you with the bubbles, though you're inside, so I don't know how effective that's going to be if we shoot you with the bubbles. Let's find out. Come back. I just want to see what happens to you. And oh, she goes through the roof. All right, I did not know it did that. Alright, there we go. So let's just cover all these guys in bubbles. Finish them all off. Take this, Percy. There we go. We even got him. Takashi, I'm sorry, my friend. I like you, but you're going to have to go into the bubble. And yeah, this is just one of those weird, wacky mods, but it's hilarious. And, you know, when you're just wanting to screw around in the game, it makes for a heck of a good time. So what the heck? Pull out a bubble gun, shoot people with the cluster mini nukes, essentially. Or, you know, put them to sleep, whatever it is that you desire. But that is the Globulizing Nucleator mod. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, which I definitely would suggest that you go and do, you can take a look at the link in the description, as always. And Takashi, how are you still alive? I have covered you in bubbles multiple times now. Go up, and come on. Wait for it. Wait for... Wow, he's going really high. There he goes. Wow, Takashi. Oh, yes, because you're a necessary one, aren't you? So you're just going to keep coming back to life. But yeah. What was I? Where was I? I've lost track of my place now. Oh, yes. I was telling you to go and take a look at the link in the description if you'd like to download this mod for yourself. And, of course, I hope you have enjoyed this episode and that you do come back for the next, when we will be looking at what will hopefully be yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, everyone. And, as always, bubbles!